Hi, I'm Steve Frost, the Utilities and Infrastructure Specialist at G4S Fire and Security Systems. Don't let my boyish good looks fool you. I've nearly 20 years of experience in the security and defence sectors. This ranges from IT infrastructure, blast and ballistic protection systems, hostile vehicle mitigation, and integrated electronic security systems. In my career, I've been responsible for protecting cash centres, power stations, airports, government buildings, and I've built and protected embassies in some quite sandy places. Today, I want to go through the challenges, potential risks, and security threats that the utilities industries will face in 2021. As we know, the operational landscape has changed significantly over the last year. So since joining G4S, I've realised that the expertise and resource available here is almost a well-kept secret. And that may be due to our client base that we serve, most of which I'm not allowed to talk about, so the list X, list N stuff. G4S are an extremely focused business. You won't see us screwing alarm bell boxes to corner shops or knocking on your door to offer you an intruder alarm for your house. We specialise in developing integrated solutions for challenging environments and high-risk sectors. The G4S Systems business makes up around £70 million of revenue, consists of approximately 300 staff, and we have over 170 engineers. However, what really sets us apart is the level of expertise of the people involved. We have true security matter experts that specialise in a consultative approach, and we are all driven with CPD by Noah Price, our head of the G4S Academy. Now, G4S are the only company in GB who can offer a truly holistic approach to your security. Along with integrated electronic security systems, we bring to bear our other disciplines, including our risk team, who provide intelligence and threat assessment advice, our manned guarding, patrol and response, K9 operatives, and lone worker protection systems. All of these can feed into our security operations centre. So providing a holistic approach not only means a consolidated supply chain, which mitigates your risk of data or information exposure, but should also reduce costs in developing a multi-discipline solution tailored to your specific requirements. Now, within utilities, there are obviously a multitude of areas. Although the different types of utilities have different drivers and mission statements, their risks and threat profiles share many common elements. Security is vital in protecting the three different types of assets within the businesses. So your physical assets, machinery, equipment, IT assets, data or IPR, and your HR assets, the people. The form of protection this takes is never 100% secure, but it will always include measures to mitigate the risks to an acceptable level or as low as reasonably practicable. ALARP. I think we all know by now that the UK is facing a dramatic economic downturn. When this happens, there is a significant rise in civil unrest, protests, and there is always a very significant rise in organised crime and opportunistic crime. So therefore, we know that metal theft will remain one of the largest threats faced by the industry. So the ideas of deter, detect, and delay are going to be primary considerations. Due to COVID-19 and the resulting pandemic, many ways of working have had to adapt. There are around 8 million lone workers in the UK, and working alone is named as one of the top 10 hazards of concerns to employees. So employers must place a high importance on assessing and mitigating the risks that they face. In fact, one of my recent essays for my security management diploma was the importance of individual safety and security lies not only in the physical safety and well-being of the individual, but also their psychological well-being. So the physical safety of an individual is intrinsically linked to their mental well-being. Any degree of physical harm, or indeed the threat of physical harm, will produce a psychological effect. I always try to impress upon people that the cost of personnel is not the same as their value. So to that end, lone worker protection systems offer peace of mind as well as protective measures. By utilising a link through to the Security Operations Centre, someone will always be monitoring them. The SOC is able to pick up distress alarms, man-down alarms, panic alarms, and even sense aggressive behaviour by monitoring raised audio. They offer this via a software platform that exists on a smartphone app or on a proprietary device such as a traditional dongle or a satellite phone. The remoteness and disparate geography of utilities companies' estates means that you're going to need a combination of these solutions. So looking at the sites, it goes from generation to transmission to distribution. Health and safety is of critical importance during the generation process. Any interruption to the generation process, and indeed the security of supply, results in significant fines and lost income. Traditional power generation, via coal or gas for example, generally takes place on large sites with large perimeters. They're often a target for protest activity, and therefore perimeter security, protest management are vital for these sites, as well as safety enforcement. Renewable energy sources come with slightly different challenges. They often have a huge footprint in remote locations, often with an undefined perimeter, and they are always targeted for metal theft. So moving into transmission and distribution sites, they are also challenging working environments and extremely dangerous, with perimeter intrusion detection systems of primary importance. Often operating unmanned, these sites require a fit-for-purpose solution to secure workers who attend site, often alone, to allow the operator to meet their duty of care. So whilst the physical and geographical profile of sites is different, the threats remain fairly constant: protest activity, organised crime and metal theft. As well as the threats, many of the challenges are similar. There's a need for proactive intelligence to turn security into a proactive function. Securing a large or undefined perimeter, how to deliver an appropriate alert and response service in remote locations, eliminating the significant cost and resource drain of false alarm activations, physical safety and a duty of care to a remote workforce. So the overall solution encompasses the use of intelligence to deliver a holistic and integrated solution. It must focus on deter, detect and delay. We will recommend a combination of elements that can be employed to create a multi-layered security solution. Reliable perimeter intrusion detection systems using analytics, often for vast outdoor spaces, using a variety of detection methods, whether it's thermal cameras, radar, or others, are absolutely fundamental, together with mobile security response, ensuring costly false alarm activations kept to an absolute minimum. At G4S, we work with some of the nation's leading generation, transmission and distribution network operators to confront their risk and meet the unique challenges to the utilities industry. We use the most appropriate mix of technology, people and process design to become trusted advisors to our customers. Thank you. Stay safe.